Hey guys, Jacob here. This is another 1.8.3 video for The Division. This is covering January 4th, 2019 vendor reset on Friday. There are a few things this week I decided to share with you guys that are worth picking up. A few of them I know I missed most likely, but these are going to be the ones I'm going to cover that I found were most useful. When you guys get in the game, you're going to go to your special equipment vendor, which is located down in the basement in the terminal. And there are going to be two weapons you're going to want to pick up if you have the money and if you're looking for them. The weapons on this list are the Historian and the Liberator. The Historian on this one is pretty good. Mine's pretty shit, so I actually might pick this up myself when I get enough Phoenix credits. Or if you're trying to complete the shield, this is a good one to have. It has Deadly, Balance, and History repeats. You could roll Balance and have something like Prepared and Deadly, or get rid of Deadly and have something like Balanced and Prepared if you're shooting this weapon at a good distance, or completely flip Balance or something else and have maybe Brutal on it for the headshots for PvE, or Destructive for PvE, or something like that. The Liberator has Deadly, Adept, and Destructive. These are three talents I think are pretty good for PvE and PvP, because you can flip Adept and have something like Deadly Responsive for people and have Destructive for the NPCs. People say Destructive works on players, but I'm not going to get into that argument, so if you guys want to use it, use it. But also you could roll Destructive for something like Competent and use this as a electronic AR, or a skill build AR, my bad, and have Deadly, Adept, and Competent, or even throw Responsive in there and have Deadly, Adept, and Destructive. Now the next thing on the list is West 39th Street, which is going to be the electronic mod, which is 264 skill haste, my bad, 3%. These are pretty hard to find personally for me, so if you don't have pretty decent skill haste mods and if you're trying to make a skill build, these are worth the pickup. Now the next thing on the list is going to be over at West 53rd Street, my bad. And that's going to be the Vigorous chest piece they're selling, which is pretty damn good. It has firearms, exotic damage resilience, health, and ammo capacity. Those are all the best stats I think you could probably get standard. And you can flip exotic damage resilience for something like skill haste if you want to have skill haste on there, since you already have health and the ammo capacity. So if you're trying to make a high-end build or some kind of hybrid with Vigorous and run a pretty decent overheal, then you can pick this up at the Dark Zone vendor. Now, the next thing on the list I'm going to be covering is at East 46th Street, and that's going to be the PvE MG5. That's, it's probably one of the best PvE MG5s I've seen in a while. I do have the blueprint, but I cannot roll a pretty decent one. So if you had, this one has Deadly, Dominant, and Ferocious. You could get rid of Dominant and throw Destructive in there and use that as a PvE weapon. You could also get rid of Dominant and throw something in there like Prepare. The next thing on the list is Dante's Run, and that's going to be over on the left side of the map, across from the Dark Zone. And what they're selling here is a pretty decent specialized backpack. If you guys are trying to run a high-end build or an old-school gold build, then you could pick this up. It's rolled for firearms, health, and burn resistance. You could roll ammo capacity on there, and then just use DivTech to increase all the other stats, and you'll be good to go. Or you could flip burn resistance on there and throw something else like bleed resistance if you're getting tired of Pred hitting you 24/7. But that's about that. The next thing on the list, East 64th Street, is the last thing on the list, which I found are the skill power mods for 264. If you're trying to make a PvE or PvP 10k build, then I guess this is what you're going to use. If you want to have that really, really high skill power, then this is what you're going to pick up. That's going to be about it, guys, for the video. Thank you guys all who stopped by. As always, I will catch you guys in the next one.